Om Gangadipataye Namaha. Namaste. So back at the old homestead after a long trip to the north. Now it's a bit cooler and more comfy, so I'm feeling very at home. Today we're going to talk about karma. Everybody has an oversimplified idea of karma. Karma is viewed as what goes around comes around, but how does it go around? When does it come around? The devil's in the details, literally. So our source for this information is Bhagavad Gita, explicitly Shankaracharya's commentary on Bhagavad Gita, chapters 2 and 3, 17 and 18. So we've, as usual, compiled all the data into a chart. Here it is. You should make a screenshot of this chart and keep it handy as a reference as we're going through the descriptions, because it interrupts the flow if I have to show the chart, so many times. So refer back to it. Otherwise, it'll be confusing. Guaranteed. Okay? So karma, in general, means the result of past action. The action is the cause, and the karma is actually the result. So the thing about it is, people think karma is more or less instant, but it's not. It's a tricky thing. There ain't no such thing in the Vedas as instant karma. Why? Because karma is of three types. Prārabda karma. Prārabda means ripened. It's manifesting in this life. Okay? And this is things that you did in previous lives. And you're getting the result in this life. Then there's sañcita karma. Sañcita means gathering. So the actions and intentions and words that we manifest in this life, we're gathering up to have results in future lives, not in this life. And finally, there's agamī. Agamī means the karma from past lives that is not appropriate to manifest in this life, in this body. So it's being saved for future lifetimes. Nice, huh? So everybody has these three kinds of karma. Prārabda, sañcita, and agamī. Sañcita and agamī. Why isn't there instant karma? Well, what happens, we see it a lot, where somebody will do something sketchy or mean, and in the next 5 minutes, bam, they get hit with something. Isn't that instant karma? No. What that is the thing that they're going to get hit with is karma coming from a previous lifetime. And the stupid things that they do is the setup. The setup to be knocked down by the karma that's already coming. Prārabda karma, ripened karma. How does that work? Well, because the universe is intelligent. Unlike some people I know, unlike most people I know. So the universe sees, okay, he's got this prārabda karma coming, so I have to set up this situation so that he can receive it. It's just like to receive a package. from Amazon or something. You have to have an address. You have to have a physical location. That way, the package can be delivered successfully. Otherwise, it can't be delivered and it goes back, right? So in the same way, just because we have karma from a previous lifetime, we have to accept a body, a set of parents and family, a situation. Some people are born into poverty. Some other people are born into riches. What's the difference? Past karma, prārabda karma, coming due in this life. And the body, the quality of the birth and senses, the degree of intelligence a person has, and so on, are simply the setup. It creates the field where that prārabda karma can manifest. And it will, no matter what you do. You can't avoid it. And this is called fate or destiny. This is the real meaning of destiny. The things we do in this life are sañcita karma. We're gathering up these actions for the next life. How is this possible? Why is it so hard to understand? The reason is we have a delusion that we are the doers. We are the doers and the person the agent who acts. But actually it's not so. All the scriptures proclaim that you are not the doer. Only God is doer. So this whole thing is a show. It's going on, not by our energy or intention or intelligence or actions, but by God. In fact, even to think of God is controlled by God, mercy of God. So these three kinds of karma. Prārabda means ripened karma. Sañcita means gathering karma. And agamī karma means karma that will manifest in a subsequent existence. So everyone is carrying these three kinds of karma, except the liberated soul. The Jivan Mukta also experiences prārabda karma, but his actions don't generate any sañcita karma, nor does any agamī karma remain. That is the specific situation of the self-realized being. So why is that? Well, if all karma was destroyed completely when someone attains self-realization, then the body would drop and there wouldn't be any enlightened teachers in the world. I mean, there are few enough of them as it is. So, God makes this arrangement. And so you might say, well, why is it like that? Because that's the way it is. It's one of those things. We can't question the divine intelligence. It's called apurusheya. Actually, the whole topic of karma is apurusheya. Until we reach a very, very, very high stage and we can take responsibility for the whole process. So, okay, then what other kinds of karma are there? Well, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes karma as ordinary work. Well, everybody has to get up in the morning, take care of the body, and go do something, some kind of work to sustain their existence. That's ordinary karma. And so the whole basis of society, the four varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and the four ashramas, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas, are based on this karma. One must do some kind of work. And so that's karma, routine work. And this is either good or bad, beneficial or sinful, depending on its effect on others. Okay, and you'll see very quickly this concept, this whole subject becomes very complicated. And that's why it's apurusheya. It's beyond human intelligence. But broadly, we can say there's karma, which is performance of prescribed duties according to Vedic injunctions. And then there's vikarma. Vikarma means sin. What is sin? It's actions in violation of the Vedic laws. And the result of sinful action is taking a lower birth in the next life. If you're a Western civilized human being, which you probably are if you're watching this on the internet, and you do vikarma, like drinking, other kinds of intoxication, meat eating especially, terrible, illicit sex, any kind of non-consensual act against another being is vikarma. And by vikarma, you will take a lower birth. In the next birth, you might be born in a lower condition of life, a poverty-stricken situation, or maybe some deformity in the body or chronic disease in the body, or less intelligent, or maybe even an animal birth. And being an animal is no fun because you have no control over anything that's going on. So this is not recommended. One should follow the rules of the Vedas if only because they lead to higher birth. We'll discuss that a little later on. The next type of karma after vikarma is Ugrakarma. Okay? Ugrakarma is not only against Vedic injunctions because it harms other people. It's actually deliberate evil. And the example that's given is Western industrial civilization, so-called. Of course, it's not really civilization at all. It's a bunch of demons running amok, doing horrible things. You know, what was the name? Kaczynski, the Unabomber? You know, his thesis was actually correct. That technology inevitably causes harm. Therefore, he was against technology. Unfortunately, he chose the path of violence, which is less intelligent. Instead, he should have maybe started an educational movement to make people aware. Take any invention, modern invention, like, DDT. Here's a wonderful example. DDT, when it was first invented, was considered a wonderful thing, Greatest thing since sliced bread. You could get a hand pump thing, full of DDT solution, and spray it everywhere in your home, and there were no more bugs. Of course, your kids will be autistic, and you'll have birth defects and stuff like cancer, but no bugs. Later research, of course, has shown that DDT is very harmful, both to the environment and to people and animals and so on. Ramana Maharshi was a victim of DDT. He had his relatives more or less forced him to accept this couch, and he had to sit on this couch. And, of course, being South India in an open building, it attracted bugs. What did they do? Sprayed it with DDT. Even though he told them not to, they did it anyway. And you know how Indians use technology? It's like they turn it up to 11, So they sprayed too much DDT on this cushion, and on the place where he used to lay, his elbow then developed a tumor, and that's what killed him. So that's Ugrakarma, industrial technology. It's doomed. Don't get involved in it. Okay, we'll go deeper into this next time when we talk about the things that lead to higher results. Om Tat Sat. Aum Harihi Aum.